Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make are pumpkin oat muffins. So let's get started. In a large bowl, we're going to put in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. What's nice about this recipe is that we don't use a mixer at all. It's all done by hand, so it makes it really quick and easy. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put in a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And I'm just going to combine that in my flour with my spoon. Okay. We're also going to be putting in 2 teaspoons of baking powder and stir that in. We're going to be putting in 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And again, just stir that in. And then we're also going to be putting in 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. And just mix that all together in your large bowl. And we'll set that aside for the moment. In a medium-sized bowl, I'm going to add a slightly beaten 1 egg, slightly beaten, that's been at room temperature. Put that in my bowl. We're going to put in 3/4 of a cup of canned pumpkin and combine that with the eggs and just stir it in till the egg and the pumpkin are all together. Okay. And then you're also going to be putting in milk. And you need 1/4 cup of milk. And again, just combine this all together till it's smooth. And that shouldn't take very long at all. It'll look like this. Okay. The last thing that we're going to be putting in is oil. And you need 1/4 cup. Now you can use canola oil or vegetable oil or whatever type of oil that you prefer. And we'll just mix this in till it's all combined. And there we have it. Now we'll go back to our dry ingredients. And I think I'm going to switch to my spatula here. Okay. And then I'm just going to start slowly putting this in. Well, I guess we'll put all the rest of it in. There we go. We'll set that aside. And then we'll just stir this in till it becomes a batter. Now you don't want to over mix it, but it does have to be combined, the wet with the dry. And I want to make sure to get to that bottom of that bowl and clean up my sides here to get all that dry ingredients combined. Want it just till it becomes smooth. It'll have some little lumps, but not many. And then it will look like this. Okay? Next, what we're going to do is we're going to put in a cup of oats. And just combine that. Make sure it's evenly distributed. And the last thing is a 1/2 cup of raisins. I want to make sure they're all broken up and not sticking together here. And then just combine the raisins. When you bake these up, the kitchen will really smell of all those nice spices. Okay. Now, you should be getting about 12 of these muffins, depending how big you make them. I make mine on a little bit of the smaller size, so I get 12 out of them. But it'll be up to you. And I went ahead and I'm just going to use the liners because I think it's faster. And then with a ice cream scoop, I'm going to overload it just a little bit and then put them into my liners. And we're going to be making a topping for these. Alright, so they'll look like that. So I'll just push that aside. In a smaller bowl, what we're going to do is we're going to put in a 1/3 cup of brown sugar, which I already have in this bowl. I'm just going to break it up a little bit. You're also going to be putting in a tablespoon of flour, all-purpose flour. And then with my fork, I'm just going to combine that together, mix it well. You're also going to be putting in a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And I'll combine that in. And then you're also going to need 1 tablespoon of butter. And you do want cold butter. My kitchen is quite warm today, so butter's a little bit on the warm side here, but we'll see what comes out. Okay. Now I like to, with clean hands, just go in and just, you know, cut that butter up into that dry mix. Combine it so you have this crumbly mixture, and you're going to have quite a bit, so you know, you can cover them pretty well. Okay, and then you can use a spoon, of course, or your fingers. Just cover the tops of them like that. Cover them nicely. And then you're going to put them in the oven, and you're going to put the oven at 375 degrees, and they are going to take you anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. So do use a toothpick or a cake tester to see that they're done on the inside before you take them out of the oven. I do have some to show you. I'm going to rinse my hands real quick here. They really come out great tasting little muffins. If you like pumpkin and you like spice, you're going to like these. And they will come out looking like this. And what I did was, I usually glaze them with a sugar glaze. And I took 1/3 cup of powdered sugar to 2 teaspoons of either milk or water. It's really up to you. And I drizzled over the cool muffin with it. And I'm going to cut one open to show you how they turn out. They come out this beautiful orange color. They're extremely moist and very light. And you'll be able to see the oats that are baked in and the nice moist raisins that I used with a nice little sugar glaze. So there you have it. Pumpkin oat muffins, a quick and easy recipe that you don't even need a mixer for. Give this one a try. If you like it, let me know. Leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.